Hello everyone, welcome to this video. Thank you very much for clicking on it. I really appreciate it. Today we are going to check out something that actually dropped a few days ago, but this is the first time I've had a chance to get to it. We're going to watch ITZY's LIA. ITZY's LIA. You get it. Her cover of Issues by Julia Michaels. Like I said, this dropped a few days ago. I haven't had a chance to get to it until today, but I'm very, very, very excited. I can't remember the last time I watched like a solo LIA cover of any kind. Like, it feels like it's been a minute, regardless of like reactions, like even just like watching in my own time, it feels like it has been a minute. And it's also been a minute since I've done an ITZY related video here on the channel, so I'm very, very glad to be getting into this and excited to listen to what this is going to sound like, because we know that she's got a gorgeous voice and I feel like she's going to really suit this song. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Let's get into it. Also, we love a little black and white video to really set the mood, I say as I drink out of my Rainbow Pride mug. But yes, big fan. Let's do this. So ITZY, the Issues by Julia Michaels cover. I just know this is going to sound great. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go.
처음으로 하러 왔습니다.
Oh, she's so cute.
I'm jealous. I'm overzealous.
Yeah.
When I'm down, I get real down. When I'm high, I don't come down. Get angry, baby, believe me.
Yeah, her kind of voice, her kind of tone is perfect for a song like this. Ooh, the breathiness.
No, you don't judge me, 'cause if you did, babe, how judge you too?
Oh, I love how breathy she goes there. Oh my god.
One of them is hell, but I need you. This shit on purpose. You get mad and you break things. Feel bad, try to fix things. But you're perfect. Pour the wire circuit. Got hands like an ocean. Push you out, pull you back in. But you don't judge me. 'Cause if you did, babe, I would judge you too. No, you don't judge me, 'cause if you did, babe, I would judge you too. 'Cause I got issues, you've got them too. So keep them all to me and I'll give mine to you. Bask in the glory of our problems, 'cause we got the color that takes to solve them. I got issues. One of them is hell, but I need you.
Ooh. I love the way this is arranged. Oh my god.
One of them is hell, but I need you.
God damn.
Yeah, I got issues. One of them is hell, but I need you. I got issues. One of them is hell, but I need you.
Oh. Notice how I completely shut up after about a minute of that? Yeah, I was in that. I was just completely in that. Oh, I loved how she did that. I love the way that was arranged with those strings and the way, like, they arranged that really, really beautifully. Like, the music production of it all. Obviously slightly different from the original. It just sounded beautiful. But the way she sang that, the growth that she has had as a vocalist, like, she has always been a good vocalist. like that better than some people give her credit for. She has always been a good vocalist, but even so, seeing the kind of journey and the growth and development that she's had since ITZY's debut has been so awesome. Like, she really has just gotten better and better and better. And I think the first time I really, like, her voice really, like, slapped me in the face of, like, ooh, she's had some, like, extra training was when Not Shy dropped, I think. And I remember just thinking, oh, her voice sounds different. Like, it sounds like she'd really put in some extra work, and that was really awesome to hear. Like I said, it's not that she wasn't a good vocalist beforehand, because she has always been a great vocalist, but she'd taken it to a next level, right? And this feels like she's taken it to another level, and it's so good to see. I love to see that kind of growth in artists, in idols, in musicians, in whoever. Like, it's so satisfying. And in particular, the way she sang this chorus. Oh, the way she sings this chorus. Like, I'm gonna go through it again. I wasn't going to, but I'm gonna, because actually I'll just skip past the intro part. Yeah, I wanna point out some specific bits. I was so lost in it. At first I was just like, just let it wash over me.
I'm overzealous.
I love the way she, like, ends off these phrases. Like, there's a lot of mixing of, I'm not a vocal coach by any means. I don't know a lot of vocal technicalities. I know a little bit. But if I say something where I'm like, and you think that I mean a different thing than I'm actually saying, like, feel free to correct me if you know more about vocal technique and stuff than I do. But it feels like she's very much mixing, like, these stronger sounds and breathier sounds. Like, she's really mixing that throughout this whole thing, and there are times where she goes super breathy. There are times where she has very strong, like, sound, like, connected, is that the right word? Like, connected sound. Look at me. And then there are times where it sounds like just a blend between the two, and that's what I'm going to get into when we get to the chorus. But this, I think, is an example of, like, where she's starting and it's got that really connected sounds, and then as she gets to the end she kind of lets it go and it starts going really breathy towards the end. It's just so nice.
I'm jealous. I'm overzealous. When I'm down, I get real down. When I'm high,
I love her tone so much.
Get angry, baby, believe me. I could love just like that. I could leave you just as fast, but you don't judge me.
That vocal fray there. Oh, I love that bit so much. Like, I think this song is honestly, I think it's a beautiful song. You know, it's one of those songs where it was everywhere and a lot of people got very sick of it very quickly, and I completely understand that. Like, thankfully I don't listen to the radio that much, so I didn't have that same problem. I can kind of appreciate the song for what it is, which honestly is, like, a really beautiful pop song, right? It's an awesome pop song with, like, brilliantly written pop melodies, and this is one of my favorite melodies in the whole song. The way you have this kind of drawn out melody and then it goes really quick as it descends, and you've got the instrumental matching it. Like, it's so gorgeous, it's so pretty, and it just stays in your head. And I love how she sings it. So the first part of the line, again, you've got that, it's not an overly strong connected sound, but that more connected sound, and then for the I Would Judge You Too, it's just completely breathy and airy. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's like she's sighing out the line.
Babe, how judge
Ah.
you? No, you don't judge me. 'Cause if you did, babe, how judge you too? 'Cause I
And actually she gets more, oh, here we go.
got
Actually, she gets more connected as she goes through that line. That is really cool. As she descends that, so she starts off, it's not even particularly high. It's not that she's going into her head voice. She actually just goes really breathy. And it is higher. And then as she descends down, it becomes more connected. That's really cool. That's one of the reasons I think that I like it so much. It just sounds so pretty.
Judge me, 'cause if you did, babe, how would judge you too?
so pretty. Oh, okay, yeah. So the way that she sings this chorus, like every so often, Leah will come through and will just put that extra little bit of power into her voice, and I don't think she does it very often, because she doesn't really need to. Especially in a lot of ITZY songs, she doesn't really need to put a huge amount of power. They're not really a group that has like songs with like big dramatic high notes or anything like that, and they don't need that. Like that's not the kind of group that they are, right? So there's moments in songs where she puts a bit more power in her voice, but it's not as common. Normally you just get to hear like her super unique tone and what she can do with her voice, which is awesome. At least from what's coming to memory. I may well be forgetting a song or two here or there. Like I cannot keep an entire discography in my head, as much as I would love to. But yeah, every so often we have these moments where she just puts this extra bit of power, this extra bit of force, and you're like, ooh, ooh. And it's just, she's one of these people that I think the word potential was entirely made for. When you hear these moments where she puts these extra bits of power in, and she goes into kind of this mixed place where it's not quite that higher breathy tone, it's not quite going into head voice, but it's also not super low, and it's not completely connected, it's like just in that mixed space, and she puts that power in, and you're just like, it's just like a glimmer of what she could do if she needed to, if she wanted to, and it's so cool. It's so cool to see. I love her tone on this part. Oh. What I really like as well is she's very much made it her own. She does not sound like Julia Michaels at all. Like, obviously in the tone of her voice is different, but even just the way that she's singing the lines sounds different. She's not directly following every single melody that Julia Michaels sang. She's singing it in her own way, and I really like that. Like there. She's so cute. Oof. You get mad and you break things, feel bad, you'll fix things. You're perfect, pour the wire circuit. Got hands like an ocean, push you out, pull you back in. But you don't judge me, 'cause if you did, babe, I would judge you too. Love that part so much. You don't judge me, 'cause if you did, babe, I would judge you too. It's so pretty how she does that. Literally every time she starts this chorus, I don't know if you noticed it through my first watch, I was just like progressively getting more and more wrecked. Like, sweetie, you're already my bias wrecker, and I really don't need a third bias in ITZY, please. Oh, I love that sound. I don't know what that sound is, but I love it. That little bit of vibrato at the end. Oh my god, the tone of her voice is so fucking gorgeous. Just losing my mind, like just I think it's the way she says Solvum here, like the tone of her voice on that particular part of the line. Yeah, her accent there. One of them is help and I need you. I got issues. One of them is help and I need you. It's so pretty. That was so good. That was so good. I really, really enjoyed that. I wasn't expecting to have that much to say about this. Like, I was expecting to enjoy it. I was expecting it would be great. And I was expecting probably to be bias wreck because she is my bias wrecker in ITZY, but I wasn't expecting to spend around 15 minutes dissecting it, but here we are. Love it when this happens. No, that was great. I think, honestly, that's like some of the best that she sounded to me. Like, I think, like, for me personally, I just think she sounded so good on that. Her tone was just on full display, and she was kind of showing off a little bit of what she can do with her voice. And like I said in the beginning, this is the kind of song that is just, it's just perfect with her kind of voice, I think. And it's awesome. I hope we get to see more stuff like this. That'd be really, really cool. Anyway, I'm going to end this one here because, like I said, this video did not mean to go on this long, but here we are. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.